Welcome back to the Korning podcast. I'm your host, Ian Kornhauser. It's been a minute, but I'm back with some greatness for you guys. Episode 5, and it's going to be fantastic, and I will mention my topics, but before I do, I'm going to give a shout out to Leah Rainbow, or Rainy, as some people call her. No, it's just me. I just call her that. But I like that Nickety name. And I will, as I almost always do, I'm going to mention my social medias. By the way, they are always in the description. I don't know how many of you actually read the description, but they're there, as well as the topics and some funny stuff that I think is funny. You guys probably don't, but I think it is. And so now I'm going to mention my social media, and they are as follows. My personal Instagram and Twitter is Kornburglar234. KORNBURGLAR 234. So give that a follow, and I will probably follow you back. For my podcast, Twitter and Instagram, the Twitter one is different than the Instagram, so listen up. The Twitter is TheKorningarnd cast. In case you can't spell, that's the Korning Around cast. Twitter did not let me write the whole damn name out, so that's what it is. And I think it's fun and cool. And so, yeah, my Instagram, simple, the Korning Around podcast, with a K. Don't forget it's with the K. People think my last name is always with a C, and I have to correct them. So, yeah, with a K. So, yeah, the topics I will mention right now. First topic. Rest in peace to the greatest rapper of all time. And you guys could probably guess who that is. He unfortunately died September 7th. 2. Kamikaze and the Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly beef. I will be talking about my opinion on that later. But number 3, the awful candy I like that's actually really good. And it's pretty dope-ski. So let's go into it. The first topic is depressing. Rest in peace to Mac Miller. He passed away on September 7th due to a drug overdose. I would say probably from cocaine or lean, because those are the drugs he raps about the most. I thought when he first started talking about cocaine, he was just, joking, because I don't know if any of you saw on when he was making the Macadelic mixtape, which was awesome, by the way. He made this video that he uploaded on YouTube, and I guess all of his social media, and it was about him joking that he was on cocaine, and so he was talking really fast and doing all this stuff, and like everything that one would do on cocaine was what he was doing, and he made it funny because I know he was just a funny guy. Like, I mean, I didn't know him personally, but I mean, I wish I did. But I saw, like, just from watching interviews and like funny freestyles he used to do. Like, there's this one funny freestyle that he did on Sway in the Morning, where he's basically just trying to like make a joke out of it the whole time. So he was just a good-hearted dude, and just from seeing him on Mac Miller and the Most Dope Family, his reality show that I used to watch with my ex-neighbor Amarina, and yeah, so he was my favorite rapper personally, and I was definitely sad to see him go. My friends know that I used to always play his music over anything. I was like, can I get the aux? People would be like, no, you're just going to play Mac Miller. And they were right. and I did. Like Mac Miller was so talented. How could you not play his music? He made jazz, like he was so multi-talented. He made jazz music. He if you check out his jazz records, he did an album called You. That's like jazz filled, as well as his Object in the Mirror and SDS, which was from the Space Migration Tour. Those are dope. So yeah, you just see rappers sometimes just doing rap, which is fine. They are rappers, but sometimes it's cool to expand into other types of music as well, and that's how you knew Mac Miller was so talented. He played multiple instruments. He was especially dirty at the piano and made his own beats, stuff like that. Yeah, really just a kind-hearted person. Not that I knew him. Unfortunately, I never got to see him live, so that's a bummer. But I'm going to name out a few of my favorite songs by Mac Miller. Mac Miller, Larry Lovestein, that was his jazz musician self, one of his alter egos. Another one would be Larry Fisherman, which was his producer name. So for the first song that I'm gonna pick, I was trying to remember back to the first ever song I heard by Mac Miller. I think it was either Nike's on My Feet or Kool-Aid and Frozen Pizza. Both fantastic songs. I think it was Kool-Aid and Frozen Pizza. So yeah, let's go with that one. And that song is Dirty. If you haven't checked it out yet, I mean, you're about 7 years too late, but go back and listen to it. Even if you heard it, it's amazing. And that song, I think, actually got me listening to rap music besides like Eminem. By that time, Eminem was kind of already mainstream, so I really actually got into rap music after Kool-Aid and Frozen Pizza. Someone definitely showed me Mac Miller. I don't think I discovered him by myself. Somebody showed him to me, and I don't remember who it was. So I would definitely give you a shout out, but I'm sorry I don't remember who you are. Which is cool though. But thank you though, because you gifted me with hearing the greatest rapper of all time. Next song. This kind of goes with the Five Fingers of Death freestyle that he did on Sway in the Morning, where he kind of made it like comedic. So this one's called Turkey Love. It's not really a rap song. He's kind of singing on it. This is a 20-minute song, so be prepared here. It's super hilarious, though. Like, if you just listen to even 10 minutes of it, he is freaking hilarious on that song. I think he initially made it 10 minutes, and then he added, like, 10 more minutes, which is cool. And it's really funny. It's called Turkey Love. So look that up. I don't know if many people know about that song, but next song. This is one of the last songs he put out, Self-Care, off the album Swimming, his last album. I like this song because not only does it like bump, but this song like hit me on a personal level due to like things that were happening in my life at the time. So I really like that song, and yeah, it got me through it for sure. Definitely helped. Okay, this song is super old, and can maybe guarantee that none of you know it. It was when he used to go by Easy Mac, I think. Well, there's two songs here: My Biography and Take Me to Paradise. Those are both great songs. Go look them up. They are great. I kind of just found them just, binging them on YouTube. You can find some great music on YouTube. My friend is always like, just get Apple Music. You can find just the newest songs. But I'm like, I mean, new music is cool, and like there could be some great new music, and there usually is, but sometimes you could find old songs that I never heard of that I like, which I did. But with that being said, I still might get Apple Music. The next two songs, Isn't She Lovely and Lua, definitely show that he can do more than just rap. And that was one of the things about him, why he was so good, was because he can do more than just rap. Lua, he's playing guitar. Isn't She Lovely, he's playing piano. Both of them are cover songs, but just the fact that he's playing multiple instruments. And who doesn't like a cover song every now and again? Isn't She Lovely by the great Stevie Wonder, and Lua by Bright Eyes. I Need a Dollar by Chris Webby featuring Mac. That's a good one. I'm going to mention one more because I can go on naming Mac Miller songs forever. His freestyle on Cosmic Kev. I think this was when he was first starting out, and it's pretty good, and he makes it funny too, so that's good. But anyway, I can go on about Mac Miller forever. So let's go on to the next topic, which is more rap stuff. Kamikaze and the Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly beef. I realize this might be old news to some of you. I wrote this episode a while back, and I had intentions to put it out, but stuff happens, so I didn't get a chance. Anyway, I'm going to talk about what happened with Machine Gun Kelly and Eminem, and then I'm going to put my take on it. So here we go. So MGK, about 6 years ago, tweeted about Eminem's daughter, Haley, that she was, I am paraphrasing here, but he essentially said she was hot. And the thing about that, though, is she was 16 at the time, so it's kind of iffy there. So I guess that would make MGK at the time 22. So naturally, as anybody would, Eminem had a problem with that, because who would take kindly to somebody saying that their daughter is hot? I don't think anybody. So Eminem didn't answer, though, for 6 years, and so that was one of MGK's things in his song Rap Devil, which was a diss to Eminem. But the reason why Eminem didn't answer for 6 years was because he didn't know that he sent out that tweet. He wasn't following MGK, and he happened to find it by going down a supposed wormhole. And that's when he responded with another diss track, which I can't find anywhere on the internet for whatever reason. But yeah, he came out with a song, and Machine Gun Kelly came out with something called Rap Devil. For those of you who don't live under a rock, know the song Rap God by Eminem. And so this is kind of a making fun of that song. It's called Rap Devil, and it's kind of dirty. I will say that. The beat's good. He raps good. But although the music video is kind of like he put no work into it, like he just wrote it up 10 minutes before shooting, because if you see the music video, it's just him walking around with a shovel, and I get the shovel, he's going to bury him, but I think you can come up with something better than that. Anyway, that song was tight, and Eminem came out with Kill Shot. This song Kill Shot is freaking fire. This is like reminding me of old Eminem, this song. Like, he was spitting like actual bars now, and like the lines are dope too. Like, there's no way to describe these songs unless you go out and listen to them. But you can take my word for it, because they are great. Really gotta pronounce that T. Anywho, you could really see that old Slim Shady coming back in Kill Shot. Really nice. So I don't know if any of you saw that video of MGK at one of his shows with Fall Out Boy, but apparently when he tried to perform Rap Devil, the whole crowd started, well, it was a mixture of boos and cheers, mostly boos. So the crowd started booing. But some people think that it was like photoshopped or something. I don't know. I can't really say anything on that because I don't know anything about Photoshop. But I think it's just MGK fans being salty. But again, I can't say anything on that because I don't know anything about that stuff. Anyway, my take on the entire thing is I don't know who Machine Gun Kelly thinks he is. Yeah, he's a good rapper. I will say that. He has some pretty good jams like Breaking News, his freestyle on Tim Westwood. But when all is said and done, Eminem made white rap. He's the one that made it possible for white rappers to actually come up and, get signed. Because, well, I guess him and Vanilla Ice. Shout out Ice. But, yeah, I mean, Eminem's basically, if he's not the king of rap, he's the king of white rap. And I think he is the king of rap, at least old Slim Shady. And you can't really argue with that. So, all in all, in my opinion, you gotta have respect for people that are better than you at whatever profession you're doing, and just have respect for them. I mean, like I said, he made white rap, whether people like it or not, he did. And he made it possible for white rappers to rap, really. I mean, before this, it was a black music genre, which is fine. But then Eminem came up, and they noticed he had talent, and so he got signed. And thank you, Dr. Dre, for that. I will say this, though, and as much as I don't want to say this, I think Kamikaze was kind of trash. And I wish Eminem would just go back to his old self, but what can you do? Last topic of the evening. The awful candy that's really good that I like. And I actually haven't came up with a title for it yet. But you'll see it in the description if you read it. First candy, Whoppers. I get made fun of for liking this candy all the time for some reason. But it's so chocolatey and good. How can you not like it? For those of you who haven't had Whoppers, I will describe it like this. It is a ball of chocolate, usually coming in a box. I'm pretty sure you can find it at your local movie theater. And they're balls of chocolate. Inside is some sort of nougat. So when you eat it, when you crunch into it, it is the most sensational, thrilling experience that your mouth has ever been a part of. And that's a Whopper. It's like eating Inception or something. It's like amazingness. And that is why Whoppers are the greatest. Another candy that I like, that I also get made fun of for eating it out of season, and the fact that it's way, way, way too sugary, and I buy it all the time, is candy corn. No one's ever liked candy corn, for a reason I'm not sure of. It's pretty much one of the best candies out there. Okay, one thing I will say about candy corn, do not freeze this candy, because it automatically turns to shit if you freeze it. It just crumbles everywhere, like when you touch it. I mean, obviously it's going to be hard when you take it out of the freezer, but when you bite it, it's not the same. Don't do it. Save yourself some good candy corn that is unfrozen. Next is white chocolate. And I'm not a racist, but white chocolate is amazing. I do like it more than regular chocolate. And anyone who likes dark chocolate is a lunatic, is crazy. I don't know how you can like that stuff, but people do. When I was in Israel, I got joshed on because I got white chocolate with white chocolate milk. And so that's funny, apparently, but I thought it was the greatest thing since sliced bread. And I'm going to tell you about the white chocolate that I got. It's an Israeli candy called Elite. I mean, since it's an Israeli candy, it's going to be all in Hebrew on the wrapper, but the English is Elite. And it's so great. So great. I can't even describe it. So creamy. It's like, I would even go as far to say that it's more creamy than American chocolate. Apparently, Elite chocolate pops in your mouth. It's like a Pop Rocks, but with chocolate. I didn't get that effect, but it was still amazing. And I would definitely have it again. And I totally recommend it. And that's episode 5 of the Korning Around podcast. Subscribe, comment, do whatever you want to do. I'm sorry this took a while to come out. Stuff happens, stuff comes up, but the important thing is I put it out. So enjoy it and do all the things I said to do before. Follow my Instagram and Twitter. And yeah, guess what? Possibly some new cover art coming your guys' way. It's going to be pretty good. And yeah, that's all the announcements I have for now. So look out for episode 6. I hope you guys liked this episode. Let me know in the comments. Subscribe the Korning Around podcast. Like the Korning Around podcast. Follow the Korning Around podcast. Do something with it, because I would appreciate it. Anyway, have a great rest of your days and or evenings and nights and even mornings. All that stuff, all that goodness. All right. Peace out. Have a good day. Bye. See ya.